Last March, at the beginning of the COVID crisis, we got a phone call on a Sunday night from a Korean student who just began that semester. So she had only been at Weatherford College for a few weeks, and she was told she needed to move out of the dorms. And it was kind of a quick thing. There was a lot of hasty decisions being made, and she basically needed to decide, am I going to go home to Korea, or am I going to find a place here to stay? And her parents were actually advising her to stay in the United States because they were afraid that she was not going to be able to come back. And I think that was probably a wise decision, but she really didn't know what she was going to do. And so she called us. We had met her really just one or two times before this, and just was going to ask us for some advice. And so we went up to the school, to the dorms, met with her, and she needed to move out that night. So we invited her to come and stay with us at our house. And that turned out to be a 5-month stay. She is a believer, a child of missionaries who serve in a closed country in Asia. And within a week, she wanted us to meet her parents by a video call. And so we did. We wanted to assure them that we were taking good care of their daughter. We learned that we actually had some things in common. The parachurch ministry that I was discipled in when I was going to college, the same ministry was responsible for this man and his discipleship. And even though we couldn't share any words and language without an interpreter, he began holding up some discipleship tools like verses that he had memorized, and I had memorized the same ones. And so even though this is a crisis and it caused quick things to happen or decisions to be made, I just could see God's hand in our relationship being built with her. How, yes, we provided a home for her, but she blessed our family so much. She would play the piano. She's a piano major. And my elderly mother, who lives with us and suffers from some dementia, she and this young lady formed such a friendship. And she played her piano for hours in front of my mom, and my mom could listen to it all day long. And so it was such a blessing to us having her there. And so anyhow, I saw God's kingdom being blessed in many fronts that we could never have predicted through the COVID crisis.